Hey y'all, and welcome to my channel, Oaks and Company. I'm so glad that you are here today. Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me. So today's video is a filthy rental that I was asked to come and clean, and the renters that moved out had absolutely trashed this home, and when you walked in, the smell would almost knock you down. Apparently they had cats and they smoked in the home as well, and so I'm trying to give you a walkthrough here. And I don't know, I think that pictures don't do it justice, but like you can see right here, there's like nicotine running down the walls, and the toilet, I promise you, hadn't been cleaned in years, but it was just disgusting. And I immediately started diffusing as soon as I got in there because it smelled so bad. But I don't know if you can see right there, that is cat hair all along the walls, and also there was cat poop sprayed on the walls, and there were places where I literally had to scrape up cat feces. It was so bad. And the fridge, it probably doesn't do it justice, but it was really bad. Underneath the drawers, it was just caked. I think you can see a little bit of a shadow of it there, but it was just absolutely caked. The stove had probably 3 inches of grease sitting on top of it, and it was just unbelievable. And the sink there, as you see, she just had it replaced because it was completely ruined, and for some reason, not for sure why, but the renters knocked a hole in her ceiling. I felt so bad for her. You can see by the dust on the fans that nothing had been cleaned in several years. So I'm getting started here, and it was really hard. So it took me about 20 hours to clean this house. It took me 2 days, and they were very long and hard days. But it was very hard to film it all because some of the rooms were like painted very dark colors. So what I did was I filmed, I have different clips in different rooms that I'm cleaning to just kind of give you an overview of it. But if you see me do something in a room, I did that exact same thing in every room. So I always start out by dusting the walls down, as you can see here. And then I dust the baseboards and the trim, and then I mop the walls. And so here I'm using Tide, and the reason why I'm using Tide laundry detergent is because that smell will permeate the walls and help the smell in the home. So here you can see that I'm like mopping these walls down and trying to get a lot of that nicotine off and help with the smell in the home. When I go in and do a home like this, I do all the doors, and you can see like some of the doors are yellowed from nicotine. I mean, she's probably just gonna have to paint some of that, but Magic Eraser does quite a bit. As you can see, the stuff is just disappearing. But when I go in and do a home, I go from top to bottom. So I do all light fixtures, I dust the ceilings, the walls, I mean everything from absolutely top to bottom gets dusted and wiped down with hot soapy water or cleaners if needed. I did use quite a bit of antibacterial mean green. That stuff is so good. It is just cutting through all kinds of stuff. So between that and the Magic Erasers, it was helping out quite a bit. As you can see, I'm down to the baseboards now. These baseboards were coated in cat feces, cat hair, cat urine, dust, scuff marks, dirt, just whatever. And it may not seem like a huge task, you know, to get down there and clean that, but when you do that times 6 or 7 rooms, it is a very large and time-consuming chore. Here is some nasty water from one wall of baseboards, not the whole room, just one wall. So I'm finally down to the mopping of the floor. However, I have to mop the floors 3 or 4 times before the water is mopping clean because the floors have not been mopped in probably a couple years, I promise you. It is so bad. Here's some of the water probably on maybe the 3rd time I mopped. So you can tell it's like dirty but getting a little bit cleaner. So here I am gloving up because I'm getting ready to clean the toilet, but I wanted to go ahead and get the tub pre-soaking. So I decided to go ahead and spray some cleaner on it so that it can soak while I'm cleaning the toilet. Well, let me just say, this toilet was filthy. I think the homeowner thought that she was probably going to have to buy a new toilet. It was so bad. But, you know, some good scrubbing. I did use a pumice stick, and I don't know what happened to my footage of that. Maybe I forgot to hit record or something, but I did use a pumice stick and get down there and really scrub the porcelain and get the stain out of the toilet ring because it had been setting so long. But it had cat hair stuck to it. It was just, ugh, it was so nasty and stinky. There was like a huge thick coat of dust up here on top. That dust was everywhere. That was just like a good representation of how much dust was in the house. Here I'm starting to clean the front porch. I always clean the front porches and try to clean the front door really well, and you know, whenever you walk in the threshold, because I think it just really helps with like when you're walking up and the smell is clean whenever you're crossing the threshold of the home. I just think it sets the atmosphere for being able to walk in your nice clean home. We have moved into the living room now, and this is the window in the living room. It was so dirty, but all the windows in the house were exact same amount of dirty. So what you see me do here, I did in every room to every window. So each window probably takes me, 45 minutes to clean. It is very, very time consuming, but you want to get down in there and get as much dirt out as you can. I feel that it also helps with the stale smell in the house to get all that dirt out of there and just open up the windows and get some fresh air flowing. So here's the dirty water from the window. Is that not disgusting? So you may be wondering why I'm pouring water into the bathtub. It's because the sink in the kitchen is out of service. It is so bad that she had to have the sink replaced. So you'll see my brother later on in the video replacing the sink. So here I am cleaning baseboards once again. I'm in the living room, so I've cleaned the window, I've done the light fixture, I've dusted and mopped all the walls, so I'm back down to the baseboards again. It was very hard to like cut so much footage out to make this like a video that would keep you entertained for just a few minutes, because I had hours and hours and hours of footage.
Did you ever stop and think, why spend too much time just getting ready? Let me be honest, I don't know a single thing that I haven't done to make you notice me. Let me be real here. When I see you, my heart starts racing, but I don't know if I like this.
So we're moving on to the kitchen now. I'm taking my Mrs. Meyer's heavy duty degreaser and I am spraying this stove down. It was so disgusting. I bet there was 3 inches of grease on that stove. It was the nastiest thing I've ever seen. And as you can see there to the right, they've got the new sink set down, but it didn't fit right, so they had to go and get some tools to come back and cut the hole bigger. So I'm still working out of a mop bucket in the bathtub, which is not really that big of a deal. Thankfully their water there was like super duper hot, so it was really helping to cut through that grease, so it wasn't that big of a deal to not have a sink to work out of. But I'm just washing all the grates here after I scraped as much grease off as I could. The Mrs. Meyer's heavy duty degreaser really worked well on the stove top. I was pretty impressed with it. I finally got that top of this stove all clean and putting it back together. I was going to say that I didn't show you cleaning the inside of the stove. It did have a steam cycle that you could run, and I did that a couple times and then it wiped out pretty good, but it was just too much footage, so I decided not to show it. Y'all, this refrigerator was so nasty. That brown stuff on the bottom was like thick and stuck and it wouldn't budge. And I just have to brag on the mean green antibacterial. I had to take some time and just spray it down and let it soak, and it just wiped right up after letting it soak just a little bit. So yeah, I found that mean green at Dollar General in case y'all are interested. This light fixture in the kitchen was so gross. You couldn't even see through it. It had so much grease and dirt stuck to it from just a long time of no cleaning. And so I just used hot soapy water at first and then went back with my Sprayway glass cleaner, and it was just sparkling clean. And I don't know what kind of glass cleaner you use, but I am a big Sprayway fan. That stuff is so good. So I'm starting to wipe all the cabinets down, and there was so much grease and grime on these cabinets. It took a little bit, but with some elbow grease and hot and soapy water, I got it done. You may think that I might have skipped a step or something like that, but again, there was so much footage. I really had to cut it down so I could get it to a manageable video. So it was a huge job. stayed through the entirety of this very long video, I just want to say thank you so much. I know it was long and it's a lot of footage, but I really appreciate the support and you staying with me and watching. I also want to say thank you to all my new subscribers. I really appreciate your support, and if you've not subscribed to my channel, it's completely free. Just hit that subscribe button and the like button to help a girl grow. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. See y'all next time. Bye.